They are celebrating 40 years since their hit song Elvira, just one of their chart-topping hits. The Oakridge Boys have been making music together for decades, and this Sunday, the Country Music Hall of Fame inductees are bringing their live show to Sycuan. Iconic bass singer Richard Sterban joining us live right here on The Four. First of all, welcome to The Four. Glad to have you on our show.
Well, Heather, thank you so much for allowing me to talk to you and all your fine viewers out there. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, can't wait to see you here on Sunday. Do have to ask you, Richard, that song Elvira, what part of that song is you in that deep voice?
Well, that's me doing giddy up, papa, mau mau.
The part of the song that my co-anchor was singing during the commercial break. Richard, is it true that you actually were a backup singer for Elvis?
It is very true. I joined the Oakridge Boys, believe it or not, in 1972, and it's hard to believe that was 50 years ago. But for about 2 years prior to joining the Oakridge Boys, I sang with the king of rock and roll. I sang with Elvis. You know, it was a very exciting time in my life. You know, Elvis was the biggest star in the world back then, and to be with him was a special time. And now that many years have gone by and I look back on that, you know, I'm glad that I was able to experience that.
Then you jump on the train with the Oakridge Boys and off you go. So many years later, what's the glue that keeps the four of you together?
Well, I think there's several reasons. You know, there's probably not a group that has more history than us. It goes back to the Second World War. I think our history is part of us. But I think probably the most important thing is that we love doing what we do. And I think over the course of the years, the four of us have become very good friends. You know, each guy in the group is different. Each guy brings something different to the table, but that's part of our appeal. But we respect that between the four of us, and I think we realized a long time ago that we need each other. So we pulled together as a true team. We're a true brotherhood. And I can speak for all the Oakridge Boys, and I can tell you, we're looking forward, to coming your way to the casino, you know, in El Cajon. We're excited about that.
Yeah, it's coming up on Sunday. It'll give our viewers some information here in just a moment in case they want to get some tickets and come check you guys out live in concert coming up on Sunday. When we talk about that song Elvira, and I know I keep going back to this because I was mistaken, Richard. I thought that song was about a woman. That's not true.
Well, you know, it's a great story, and I'll try to make it short. The gentleman that wrote the song, his name is Dallas Frazier. You know, unfortunately, he just passed away about 2 weeks ago, and last week we had to go to his memorial service. But he received the inspiration to write the song from a street sign in East Nashville, believe it or not. He was coming home from a recording session. He drove past Elvira Street, and he pulled his car over, and right there on the spot, he wrote Elvira, my heart's on fire for Elvira, and then he wrote the giddy up, papa, mau mau part. And the way he tells the story, the papa, mau mau part imitates the bumps on the road. There were a lot of potholes, evidently, on Elvira Street. Now, after that, then he went home and wrote verses about a woman, so the song would make sense. But the original inspiration came from a street sign in East Nashville.
That is such a great story. What's your favorite song, Richard, to get up there and perform for people?
Well, I would have to say that a highlight of an Oakridge Boys show is probably when William Lee Golden, he's the guy in our group with the long beard.
Yeah.
He sings a song called "Thank God for Kids," and it's probably one of the most meaningful songs I think that we have ever recorded. It was written by a good friend of ours, Eddie Raven, who's also an artist in his own right. But William Lee has a way of interpreting that lyric and then communicating it to the audience. And you can tell when we do that song, it is moving people. It's touching people. Yeah. You know, people are holding hands. You see tears in people's eyes. People are hugging their kids. So it's moving people. It's touching people. So it's really probably a highlight of an Oakridge Boys show.
Well, Richard Sterban, this has been such a delight to get to talk to you, and I'm going to share your concert information with our viewers because I know that they want to be a part of your audience like you were just describing. Thank you so much for coming on our show. We'll see you on Sunday. The Oakridge Boys will be at the Sycuan Casino this Sunday night. There are 2 shows, in fact. One's at 4, one's at 7 p.m. Tickets start at $59. If you want some ticket information, just go to the website sycuan.com.